Stitchery, the chain stitch. I'm going to put my chain stitch on this line here. I'm going to start by coming up from underground to form the first link of my chain. And to do that, I'm just going back down the same hole I came up. And to determine the size of my loop or link, I like to count the holes. So for this loop or link of my chain here, I'm doing a 6-hole pattern. I came up on the inside of my first link, and then I'm going down that same hole again, and I'm counting away 6 holes to know where to come up again. And each time I kind of pull that stitch through, it tightens my link on my chain to the same amount as the prior one. And what I love about this stitch is that each link or loop you make is going to hold the previous loop or link in. So I'm running out of yarn here, and I've really slowed it down to show you. So instead of going just down the hole here, I'm actually going to need to tack down the stitch. So instead of going down that way, I'm actually going to take and go around that last link and go back in the same hole. And this is going to create like a little staple or tack to hold my last stitch down. So I can flip it over. I'm going to make a knot on the back to secure it. And then I'm going to grab some new yarn here in a second to start again. This is really a stitch where you do not want to keep trying to stitch without enough yarn. Makes it super difficult. All right, so I'm taking my next piece. And this is a little tricky, but I'm just coming back up that same hole again where I just made that little staple or tack. And I'm gonna just pop up, and I'm going to pull till I feel my knot, and I'm going to start to create those links or loops again here, doing that same pattern where I would count the 6 holes before coming up and letting each link or loop hold the next part of my chain in. I'm just going to complete this one, and then I will go back to kind of a regular speed just to show you. But really the next piece of yarn will hide that one that I just ended.